Don't really know what I'm going to say next. So. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to this week's vlog and for continuing on our infertility journey with us. This week has been long and it's been busy and I haven't been feeling well, and Sean has been crazy busy planning the junior high all-nighter that is this Friday night. Poor guy. And so not everything has been perfect, and so I haven't gotten a video up at exactly a week after the last one, but I'm still figuring this all out, when I'm going to record, when I'm going to upload, so just bear with me as I figure that out. We're going to jump right in to what I want to talk about this vlog, and I asked you guys to leave, I have hair on me, sorry. I asked you guys to leave a comment below my last video, and so I could answer them this time, and you guys did just that. So I'm going to start with some questions that you guys have about PCOS. And so it says, how early on did you find out that you had PCOS? So it was November of 2014 that I found out. We got married in May of 2013, and shortly after that, November after that, I got pregnant and miscarried. And I had gone to a doctor there, and everything was fine. And I said, hey, I have a lot of ovary pain too. Is that normal? And she said, oh yeah, a lot of women have that. That's normal. She didn't look any more into it. She didn't think any more into it. So we moved to California that next summer, and I got a new OBGYN. I waited till November, and I made an appointment because that was a year since I had my last appointment. And so I go in, and she does a checkup, and I said, yeah, I've had a miscarriage, I have a lot of pain in my ovaries. And so she said, that's weird. She goes, do you get unwanted hair, like, under your chin and stuff like that? And I said, yeah, I do. And so she said, I am thinking that you have PCOS, but let's do blood work. And then you can do your research and stuff. She didn't really go into detail about it. She actually asked me if I wanted to Google it or if I wanted a pamphlet. And I was like, I guess I'll Google it. So I went and got blood work done, and I went home and Googled it. And of course I was devastated. And I think a week later she gave me a call with my blood results. And I was working a conference with the school ministry. And she called me and she said, I just wanted to let you know that your blood work did have a higher level of testosterone and male hormone in it, so I can confirm that you do have PCOS. And so I was like, yeah, I figured. And so because everything that I Googled lined up, I'm like, wow, I had rapid weight gain out of nowhere. I had no idea how I gained all that weight so fast, and it was devastating. And missing periods and the ovarian pain and the unwanted hair growth and stuff like that. So I was just like, wow, I must have this. So when she called, I was kind of already prepared for it and knew, like, wow, this really must be what it is. So a lot of women can be diagnosed around the time that they go through puberty. I feel like that's rare though. Usually women, when they're trying to have a baby. I wasn't trying but not preventing, and for some reason me finding out PCOS kind of flipped the switch in us of wanting to try. So we have been trying ever since. So it's almost been, well, we weren't trying, not preventing before that, so I kind of count it over 2 years of trying to have a baby. Okay, and this says, what tests did they have to do to find out that you had PCOS? So I kind of already explained that a little bit. So when you're diagnosed, I guess there's not really a test that they do. You have to have, I believe it's 3 out of the 5 symptoms to be diagnosed with PCOS, which can be obesity, missing periods, unwanted facial hair, cysts on your ovaries, and I think it's hair loss. And so, like, I could have PCOS and not have any cysts on my ovaries, or I can have PCOS and not be overweight. Like that kind of stuff. And so because I had told her I'd gained weight so fast, and I told her that I had unwanted facial hair, and she did an ultrasound and saw that I did have cysts on my ovaries, that's when she diagnosed me, did blood work, and found that I have extra male hormone in my blood, which is a side effect from having PCOS. So that kind of just confirmed it. So that's what steps were taken. Okay, the next question will probably be a long answer. It says, what supplements are you taking? What supplements am I not taking? It's ridiculous. Actually, that's a lie, because once I have a miscarriage and I kind of just went on a month break, I was only taking my metformin. Because I just needed a sanity break from taking a million pills in the morning. I just needed it for myself. So actually, when my next cycle starts any day now, I'm going to start back up on my daily supplements. Now this, I don't know if I'm going to take this, but it kind of does what the metformin does a little bit. Actually, I should probably take it because I feel like it might help the metformin work even more. But it's called inositol. It's probably backwards in the camera, sorry. It's spelled Inositol. And it's a powder that I put in my drink, and it tells you on the back how much to take and everything. And it doesn't have a weird taste or anything. Like, I just put it in my water in the morning, and it almost has, like, kind of a sweet taste, but it's almost non-existent. So it almost has, like, a sweet taste. It really is just, I'll show you guys. I don't know if you can see. It really is just like a powder. It looks like powdered sugar or cocaine, however you want to put it. Powdered sugar. Okay, so it looks like powdered sugar in there. And I just take, let me see how much. There's a website, and if you personally want the link to it, if you get this, on how much you're supposed to take every day, you can just personal message me on Facebook, and I'll let you know about that. But I would take that in my water every morning. And then, of course, and so there are things that my doctor, once I went to this infertility specialist here, he gave me a whole list of things that he wanted me on. And there's the same for Sean. He wanted him on things, just kind of make stronger sperm and stronger eggs and everything. So the first thing, and I hope that if you're trying, you already take these, is fish oil. I take 1,000 milligrams a day of fish oil just because it helps for strong eggs. It helps for a stronger ovulation. It's just good for you. So I honestly just bought this. Oh, well, I bought this at Costco, but I buy most of my stuff on Amazon. So the next thing I take, and that I think is good for everybody, every woman who is trying to take, is I take 1,000 milligrams of folic acid every day. I just bought this Nature's Blend on Amazon. But what I don't like about this brand, actually I think that was my last brand. No, I think it's this brand. What I don't like about it is that when it like dissolves really fast, so I have to hurry up and like chug water as soon as I take that. The next thing that I take is an 81 milligram of aspirin, or some women use baby aspirin a day. My doctor put me on. It's a blood thinner, so that if I do get pregnant, it just helps blood flow, and and even before I'm pregnant, it helps blood flow to my ovaries and all that fun stuff. And so I just take one of those a day. Then something else he put me on for just a healthy ovulation and a healthier, harder outer shell of the egg, and the same, Sean takes this too, is CoQ10. It's coenzyme 10Q, or Q10. So CoQ10 it's known as. And I bought this one at Kroger at our grocery store. But once again, you can find it on Amazon. And let's see. This last thing I take is an antioxidant, and he put me on the Pro Hormone, if I could talk, that'd be great. You guys, I can't talk. Pro Hormone DHEA, and I got this at Kroger too, but you can get anything on Amazon, and Amazon Prime is the best thing that's ever happened to me, besides Jesus. But yeah. Oh, and my husband. So yeah, that's what I take every morning. I want to say, I feel like I'm missing something, but maybe I'm not. If I am, I'll update you guys. So those are the supplements that I am supposed to take every morning when trying. And then, obviously, I take 3 metformin a day. So I take that in the morning. Well, I've been taking it at night, which has kind of been messing up my stomach. So I think I'm going to take it with my dinner from now on. And then, obviously, the first couple days of my cycle, I take Clomid. So I'm just pumping myself with pills. So we're going to move on to the next question. Before you were diagnosed with PCOS, did you have any hair under your chin or just a lot of hair that a woman normally wouldn't have? So this is like the hardest part about talking about PCOS, because I feel personally that this is just so embarrassing. Like, it's been embarrassing for me in the past. Like, I remember being 18 years old and looking in the mirror and like flipping out like, Mom, I have a chin hair. It's so gross. I'm not supposed to have that. I'm a girl. She's like, it's normal. It's normal. Women get chin hairs too. Obviously, we didn't know I had PCOS, so. But when I was talking to my doctor, she was like, where all do you get it? And I said, I get it, I get chin hairs. I get neck hairs. And this is the most embarrassing part is I'll get hair around my belly button. So it's just embarrassing, but it's just because of the hormone imbalance. And it's unfortunate, but it's part of it. And so I'm embracing it, and I just pluck them out of there. I say, get out. So yeah, hair is hair. It's whatever. And then I think that was all the questions that were asked. Cool. So if you have any more questions, definitely just keep commenting and keep asking them, and I'll just answer them as these videos go on. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for coming along this journey. Remember to leave comments, subscribe, and like this video, please. It helps me out a lot. And once again, thank you for coming on this journey with me. Bye.